It is raining outside, and I have the day off, so I thought I would film another little tutorial video for you guys. I'll be teaching you how to make this bunny ear hoodie. Okay, let's get into it. The first step is going to be to cut out your pattern pieces. This pattern is available, as always, over in my Etsy shop at Noble Sable. Here's what each of the pieces look like. Next, we're going to lay our pattern pieces down and trace them onto our fabric. With these hoodies, I really like to use two different kinds of fabric. One as sort of a base color, and then another pattern fabric as an accent. You can use whatever combination you like, or just use one kind of fabric. And then just go ahead and do that on your solid color fabric as well. And then just go ahead and cut out what you traced. This pattern already has seam allowance built in, so you can just cut along that line that you traced. And here's what all of the pattern pieces look like once they're cut out. You should have 2 of the gussets, 4 of the hood pieces, and then 2 of the jacket pieces. And then this is probably the trickiest part of this pattern. You're going to line up the front of the gusset with the front of the hood piece and pin it together so that it follows the curve on the back of the hood, and then stitch along that curve. And then you're going to repeat that process on the other side. And then do the exact same thing for your other fabric. You should now have 2 of the hoods stitched together. And what we're going to do is put these together, right sides together, sort of nestle one into the other, and then stitch all around the outside of it. You have to leave a hole. I usually like to leave mine at the back bottom part of the hood so that it's not as noticeable. Here's what the hood looks like once the 2 pieces are stitched together. Then we're going to use the hole that we left at the bottom to turn it right way out. And then you'll have something that looks like this. If you have an iron, I would go ahead and iron this. It's completely not necessary, but I do think it makes the finished project look a little cleaner. And then go ahead and just ladder stitch the little hole that you used to turn it inside out, just so there's not a gap there. The jacket is a lot easier. You're just going to put your pieces right sides together and again just stitch all the way around the edge there, leaving a hole at the bottom to turn inside out. Then go ahead and iron that as well. So then sewing the jacket together is really easy. You're just going to fold the front flap down and stitch along that little side seam that sticks out. I usually do this by hand because it is really just a small tiny bit and kind of finicky. Then you're just going to turn the armholes the right way out and model it on your critter, make sure everything fits. Here's just how I put it on my Calico Critters. I find it's easiest to go one arm at a time, bending one of the arms back and then rotating it forward to make it fit. And do the exact same thing for the little bunny ear pieces. Put your fabric pieces right sides together, stitch around that edge there, leaving a hole at the bottom to turn inside out. With the bunny ears, I don't necessarily ladder stitch them closed because I can just fold that fabric in when I go to attach it, which I'll show you, and it just kind of saves a step and is easier. So next we're going to attach the bunny ears to the hood. So like I just mentioned, you can kind of just fold that raw edge into the ear, and I like to line up my bunny ears kind of with the seam that runs down the hood. And at this point, you are done. You can go ahead and add any buttons, flowers, little accessories, anything you want to kind of spruce it up. I'll show you some examples of other hoodies that I've made that are really cute. I think it would be really fun to try making different animal ear styles, but I haven't experimented with that yet. If you do, please show me. I would love to see. And that about wraps it up. Thank you for following along on this little rainy day with me. Go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more Calico Critters tutorials. And thank you so much for watching. Bye!